I've yet to really understand or completely comprehend religion the more I get to know it, especially Judaism, the religion that spawned Christianity, the religion that spawned the Quran and Muslims. It all started with Judaism, and what was before that? Many, many centuries and thousands of years of humanity. So the idea of God has never been new, but in our current form, it's been easily used to control, manipulate, and then cover up crimes of humanity, as most humans um, would eventually agree when you look at things logically. Um, Judaism is calling for the chosen people, as I've come to realize. No Messiah, Jesus is not the Messiah in their viewpoint, but the prophet possibly, um, but was definitely talking to the Jewish hierarchy at that time, the Pharisees, the Sanhedrins, etc., and having beefs with them, squabbles, and it's written about in the New Testament. I am not religious at all, but let me say that as an American, regardless of church and state, there should be no church and state together. Actually, I don't believe religion is a very valid system the way it's being. I don't like Christianity, Judaism, or Muslims. But if 2% of humanity or Americans are Jewish, and how come practically over 50% or more of people closest to Obama are Jews and dual Israeli citizens? And that just gets right into the point of Israel, which and Jews is selling the fact that they're such a downtrodden, um, stepped on people throughout the ages, and yet you can't help but notice how they seem to get into the upper echelons of government in way larger numbers than they're ever um, represented in our day-to-day life. How is that? Does it make sense? And our government be more evenly proportioned? Um, no religion, no religious people with certain religious beliefs. Then that gets into Israel, church state. We get $3 billion to. We know more about Israel than France or Germany on any given day, or any other country that's Australia, or how many other larger countries. We are so torn, talked about, smallest country in the world, and seemingly the biggest country in the world. Hey, I know a lot of Jews are good people. Saying Jews is 100% one type of person is completely wrong, but it's being hijacked and it's not talked about. And it's not, the certain Jews that would create peace aren't allowed to talk in our government. Jews that would, Neurokati being one of the Jewish sects that wants to live in peace with the Muslims. From all I know, they don't want to um, hurt Iran. There's a lot more to save by having peace than by looking for war, which again is um, being adulterated and sold to us in our own media again, which is definitely owned by a lot of Zionist Jewish people with definite beliefs in Zionism, Judaism, and you just need to do little Google searches and you'll find all the research you need has been done about this, who's owning our media companies, what the New York Times say, what the LA um, Times say, what the San Francisco Chronicle says, what the San Union Tribune says. I mean, they're little sisters and brothers of each other. Um, they pretty much repeat the same thing. Israel is always in our fucking face. hope to God that some people in the military, and I know I was in the military, upper echelons are not Jewish by nature, and definitely not swayed by that in any reason to feel like that America or humans in America, people in Israel, or just the concept of Zionism, anything more than nothing, and see it for the fascist communist state that it is, and allowing for the removal of Palestinians. And this has been, and in the West Bank and the killing of Lebanese people with, um, the Lebanon wars, or even the newer wars with white phosphorus, and things that on any other given day would be considered war crimes by doing in reverse by other countries to Israel or to America. But when Israel does it, it's great. When Israel does it, it's perfectly fine. When America does it, it's perfectly fine. Which never solves anything, and we just call it by a different name. We're the saviors, And again, it's doing nothing for humanity. It's just destroying it. If your concept of humanity is to destroy everyone that's not like you, well, and create this fanatical idea state that never going to happen. And the most illogical thoughts seem to be somehow tautological, and these are very smart people who seemingly know math and English and or Hebrew or anything else, but can't. Their logic breaks down in such an enormous way to saddening, sickening, deafening, that all the logic of math and all the logic of numbers and everything breaks down philosophy, that they would think there's a way to create a state where the chosen people, um, Jewish people who believe in being the chosen people, who would destroy it based on the terms, are going to eliminate people that aren't like them, um, and or that God really did choose the chosen people, and that other people are goys. Again, the concept being this is all bullshit. And I keep on reporting. You need to research goy, anyone that's not of Jewish faith, even secular Jews, non-Jews, Jews that don't practice, but Jews, people that are not Jewish, or considered Jews or whatever, whoever's judging who's Jew, who's saying, oh, you're a Jew and you're not a Jew. It's all the whole idea that people can tell you you're Jew, or I can say I'm Jew for all. No, in fact, I am Jewish. Um, you know, and I just hold different belief than some of the crazy anarchist, Zionist, communist Jews. And we never talk about um, the Polish, um, slaughtering of the Poles, and also Russians, and first wave of 60 to 100 million people slaughtered in concentration camps or gulags in Russia under communism with Stalin, and um, and Marx and Lenin. When we never talk about that in America, we surely talk about the 6 million Jews that were exterminated in the Holocaust in Germany. So everyone knows about that, but not the 60 million or the 100 million that's been averaged or talked about in Russia, which was, come to find out, run by a lot of Jews, not only Jews, but Jews were definitely part of that. Marx, Lenin, and Stalin. Some say are Jewish, some of them, and then Herzl, and then other people that are just up in the upper echelons of authors and etc. writers were proposing and manifesting this concept, and then killing people. And so, but why don't we talk about that in America? Why do we have Holocaust memorials everywhere, not for World War II veterans in Washington, D.C.? Point being, it's one-sided. It's very definitely for a small, very powerful voice, very um, dedicated voice to this outdated outcome. thought, badly manipulated thought of religion with Judaism in certain people's minds, the chosen people who must be reimbursed, and when they're really, a lot of them are rich. Um, Again, I feel I'm talking. Hope to hear from you. Starting a new religion where all humans are one. All humans are one. All humans are one. Old religions are gone. All humans are one. Black, white, brown, woman, man. All humans are one. Gay, black, straight. All humans are one. That's the new religion, the human religion. That's the religion I'm starting. I am a prophet of the religion. God speaking to me. So we will start a new religion starting today, 2012, and take everything we know and start a new religion. Everyone's equal.